Good morning, site friend. It's Mitty Man again, coming at you live from Walker's Music Studio B here. Early morning again. Mitty Man, you would think that I would be in bed sleep. Got to go to the doctor in the morning, early this morning rather, but nevertheless, I want to give God the praise and glory. I thank Him for it, whether it is, but I was messing around tinkering, and I got a inbox message in my email from one of my collaboration sites that I had joined years ago, called Compose, and got invited to. I got sent some recommendations. In other words, some stuff I wanted that I might want to look at to try to help. The different ones that needed some help done on tracks that they had uploaded to Compose in order to collaborate with. And I took a listen at one particular tune. It was only a vocal track only. It was just a vocal. It's no music and nothing else. It seemed like they tried to put a little effects on it, some reverberation, and they did a little vocal doubling and harmonizing to a degree and everything, but very good. Got good vocals, very good vocals. I mean, tight vocals, very in tune. And I don't believe they were using nothing on called auto tune. I don't think they were using that. I really don't. But they are very good vocals and everything. And it's kind of sparked my interest. So I decided that I may go ahead on and try to do something, put some keyboard part with it, or and do something with. I'm gonna try to do something with the tune. The only thing, I mean, I can use the vocal for a reference as far as the tempo and everything, and I can automatically I can tell the key just by ear. It's in the key of D. I don't have no problem with that. But the only problem that I see that I would have with that, trying to put that into my workstation and in my digital audio workstation and try to play around it with it, is because of the fact that I don't think that they recorded it. Well, matter of fact, I know they did. They did not record the vocal with a click track. If they had recorded it with a click, then I would be able to just load that file. I could load that vocal track into my digital audio workstation, and then I could play right along around it and with it, and put the music to it to the degree of what I think that would sound good with it. I could just do it, and it would be everything will just jam up, and it'll be in time and everything. But because of the fact that they did not record it with a click, that's gonna make it much more difficult. I make pretty much damn near, and excuse my English and my French there, people. It's gonna kind of make it about impossible to do. Excuse my French, but I mean, take that as the musician side talking now. It's like I said, it's a good track, very good vocals and everything, but it just wasn't recorded to a click track. Mitty Man will try to do another. I'm gonna try to get a music track down, basic music track down, in the key that that singer, and I believe she's a female singer, and I'm not sure about the harmony, but I believe all of it female. But I'm gonna try to do a track that would accommodate that vocal style. In other words, and then hopefully they will take what I upload. Perhaps, if it's, I mean, I don't claim to be no Liberace, and I don't claim to be Quincy Jones or anything, but I believe that I could make a track that they could sing that same vocal too, and everything will be all right, and they can just redo the vocal. I believe that singer can do it because he seemed like a very, very talented singer. So I'm hoping and I'm gonna pray. I just got to figure out whether or not I'm gonna try to deal with this or not. I'm thinking about it. In other words, and I know if I don't go on and do it this morning, if I don't put it on in my workstation tonight or this morning, I should say, I probably won't do it. And that's how come I want to go ahead on and maybe at least give it a whirl and see can I do a decent track, be fitting for that vocal style and everything, and maybe they can just record those vocals and everything because it's a very good song, and I read the lyrics, and I'm not no expert at that either, but nevertheless, I can say that I do know what I like, and I like the way it sounds. So, Many Man, just letting everybody know that's just a part of me, Many Man. See, y'all thought that all I did was Bible study then. No, I do a little other stuff too. I just do it sparingly. I don't do it as regular as I should. That's my fault. But nevertheless, we're not going to even worry about that. I got to stop worrying about all this stuff like that. And matter of fact, I was on Facebook earlier, and I was just looking at the different things and the different sayings and all the different stuff that I see on there on a day by day basis. And I said to myself, I just made a post off the top of my head. I made a post. I don't know why it came to me, but then again, I do know why it came to me. Because I've been doing so much and so many things I've been through, and I done had to deal with too as well. I tell people, that's why I try not to complain to people and they lay all my burdens on people because everybody got their own troubles. They ain't got time to hear mine all the time. But that's how come I said, I put that post up there. I would rather have a real enemy than a fake friend. And that is the God, heaven, truth. So we just saying we thank God for life, health, and strength. We thank God for each and every one of you. All my cyber friends, Sister Kate, I saw your post on Facebook. Thank you as always. You've been a real true friend of mine as far as I can tell. In other words, you've been with me from my early existence of this music production thing, and you never left. You never left. Like I said, you and Hammerman, y'all are the two of my real. I'm just saying I got more than this y'all two on the net that I look up to, but I'm just saying y'all were the first two. Y'all been with me all that long while. The rest that came on after y'all, but I do have others that I think highly of. As a matter of fact, I think highly of every one of them. Sister Linda, Sister Delphine, all of them. Sister Tina and Sister Linda, Sister Peggy, L.A., Brother L.A., Brother J.T., and all, everyone, Lady D and Adrian, and those are the ones that I really been in close contact with, like my brother David Maxwell. And David Maxwell is an outstanding producer, musician, preacher. I just don't have a chance, like I said, to interact with all of them like I want to, because everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. So, when I'm doing one thing like now, see, perhaps maybe a lot of them is asleep now. Because, see, I should be asleep myself, but I'm not. And it seems like I may not get done right now. Because, see, by the time I get through with this here track that I'm going to try to lay out for this here compose collaboration project, it's going to be time for me to start getting ready to go to the doctor. So, that's just the way it is. And y'all musicians, y'all are artists and creative people. You know how that is. When you got something in you, you got to get it out. You ain't no sense of laying down no way, because sleep is not going to come because you're fired up and geared up. So, since I was always geared up, I went on about make me a cup of coffee here, or if you would call it a mug or glass of coffee. But at any rate, we just saying that is the season that I'm in right about now. I'm praying for life. I'm praying for health and strength that God will give me. In other words, to the ability to keep on keeping on. I realize that the past is the past. In other words, I told I was in a Facebook room with another individual. They was hosting what they called the old school music. They were playing music from the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. And I tell everybody, I don't try to deny I am stuck in the 80s when it comes to the music, and really the 80s. Period. I'm a product of the 80s, and I love that music from that era. I love everything in that era That was the era of the time when I was in my heyday. I was in school, I was in college, I was doing things, I was going places, and I just loved the 80s. And we were listening to some music in there the other morning, early morning, about like it is now. And she was DJing and playing some of that good old tune. And y'all know, if y'all haven't looked at my posts on Facebook and the stuff that I listen to, you see all I listen to is music from that period. Nothing else. Every now and then I might listen to a tune from the 90s, maybe. But most of the time I'm listening from music from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. But the 80s, I tell anybody, I am stuck in the 80s. But I got enough sense to realize that I can't go back. I know I can't go back, but therefore I must, what I do now, I do to reflect the age of my interest. In other words, when I try to do music tracks, I try to, most of the time, mimic the music from that period. I don't worry about the music, this new style, newfangled music. I don't try to deal with. I don't try to outdo no one with that type of music, because that's just not my cup of tea. But I will try to write it in the style of the 80s. I mean, I have heavy snare drums, I have loud snares and whatnot. When I do music production, that comes from listening to the music of the 80s. And I just want to say that is where I am, and I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just wondering where it all's gonna go. Sometimes people, I'm just like James Cleveland that said once in one of his songs he had, when Brother James Cleveland, that one, he said, I don't feel no way he's tired. And some words in that song that he said, I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. And we just got to trust in God. Come hell or high water, we must trust in God. And I believe me, y'all, I know how I can understand and know, and I can understand when people when they come and they speak a certain thing about being in a certain way, in a certain attitude that people take, because you just don't realize, don't judge people too quick, because you don't know what they're going through. In other words, you just don't know what they're going through. So don't be too quick to judge somebody because of they may have a little bowed down head or a slight bad attitude at this given point, and may not have really nothing good to say at that particular point in time. Don't judge them too quick, because, see, first of all, you don't know what they're going through. And just don't judge people, period. And I try not to do that. But it's one thing that I do know. I still say this, and I posted it on Facebook earlier. I would rather have a real enemy than a fake friend. I mean that. And I mean, cause at least it's one thing about it. If you see a rattlesnake outside, you know not to go close to him, because you know he'll rattle before he bites you. At least he'll do that. But a fake friend, whoa, they're very dangerous people. In other words, the OJ call them backstabbers. Better watch them. And I'm going to tell you something. It's the ones that you think that won't do it to you. It's the one that'll do it to you. I learned that a long time ago. It ain't the one that, see, your enemy can't really get to you. Your enemy, in other words, your enemy, you think about it, they really cannot get to you. It's them people that close to you that going to kill you. You better watch them. So in other words, but you give people the benefit of a doubt, and you try to get along with people at any rate. The Bible says, as much as it lies within yourself, try to get along with people. But see, that let you know that everybody you're not going to get along with, because see, the Bible wouldn't have told you to try to get along. He says, as much as it lies within yourself, you try to get along with everybody. But see, you can't get along with everybody. Some people ain't going to let you get along with them. Some people ain't going to let you, because they going to be right at any cost. Never done nothing. People, please go to the trash pile with that. Because everybody, if you on this planet, you done something that ain't good too. Everybody we all got some skeletons in our closet. And we need to stop trying to act like that we ain't never done nothing, and that we ain't never wronged nobody. If we living in this life, if you over 10 years old, I'm just going to say it like that, you done something negative to somebody. You may not have meant to do it, but you have stepped on somebody, told you, have backstabbed somebody, you have stuck. Whether you knew, like I said, a little bitty child even know when they're doing wrong. You don't believe it? Watch a little baby. Tell them not to go in the cookie jar. Now, do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Tell the little baby not to go in the cookie jar. They will go in that cookie jar. They'll do something. Don't tell me they don't know what they're doing, because if they didn't understand and know what they were doing, they wouldn't hide. But a child will do something, they'll hide. They'll let you know they know what they're doing. Please, people, you know grown, gray people like me know what they're doing. If a little baby knows, you know somebody grown and gray as I am, they know what they're doing. People need to get real, people. You need to get real. Just be yourself. That's what I try to do. I don't try to set up here on this camera when I'm talking these videos and act like I'm holier than thou. I just tell y'all what thus said the word of God. But I know a lot of time when I'm speaking the word, I ain't talking about nobody but me. Because see, I know I ain't made it to heaven yet. And I tell people I try to do good to the best of my ability, but I ain't made it to heaven yet. And I don't worry about what other people, what I'm going to tell y'all to do the same thing. Don't worry about what other people say and think about you. You that worry about what God know about you. Because see, one thing about it, I ain't going to stand before God and get judged for nothing you do. And you are not going to stand and get judged for nothing I do. You're going to stand for what you do and you only. So in other words, you need to mind your own business. That's what the Bible tells us. Mind your own business and we'll be all right. This is Mitty Man. We got to get to work now on that song. Like I said, hopefully it's not mine, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. Matter of fact, it's gonna be created up on a Creative Commons, and I wished it was a way I could really use this vocal, because it's very good vocal, but it just wasn't recorded to. It wasn't recorded to a click, so therefore the timing is off. So it would be, like I said, darn near impossible to play with it. To play to it is the other word, to play along with it and get it in time. It's just impossible to do that. So I'm going to try to do a brand new track. And hopefully that the person that sung it, I believe she's a female. I know she's a female, but the other background vocals, I'm not sure. But nevertheless, it is my prayer that it would be good enough for them to want to make another take and sing to that track that I upload. Because I'm going to record it to a click. And everything will be all right at that. So with that being said, Mitty Man going to go on and check out, going to have him a little coffee, going to load up his workstation, and going to get to work. I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I may fall asleep in this chair, but nevertheless, I'm going to try to go and get started. So with that being said, until the next video and the next Bible study, whichever comes first, if God ain't in what you do, get out of it, because it ain't gonna come to nothing anyway, people. If God don't author the book ain't gonna get finished. This is Mitty Man saying peace and good morning.